Hey guys, welcome to Day of the Tentacle Remastered. This game just came out a couple of days ago on Steam, and I'm a big fan of the original. I've played it many times. Not for a while though. I'm really looking forward to this. There isn't really much of a preamble I need to do about this, as I'm sure many of you are aware of this one. It's the sequel to Maniac Mansion. Originally released in 1993 by LucasArts, and it's one of their best point-and-click adventures, which is definitely saying something. The remastered version contains several sort of extra things, mainly this bonus section which has a gallery of concept art, optional developers commentary, and of course HD redrawn graphics and remastered sound. That's about it, guys. Let's get straight in and start a new game.
I'm thirsty.
I don't think you should drink that. It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could. Take on the world.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now, I know that I must go back to the mansion.
Okay, there we go. So, pretty much speaks for itself. There are these three, sort of, I guess they're college students or something who are sharing a house. There's Bernard, who is the nerd. He returns from the original Maniac Mansion. There is Laverne, who is a kooky, nutjob, borderline psychopathic anatomy student. And there's Hoagie, who is the fat roadie. And quite obviously based somewhat on Slash from Guns N' Roses, although a fatter version of Slash. And yeah, the style of this game is definitely reminiscent of those 90s cartoons that are very exaggerated, wonky angles and everything. Reminds me of Ren and Stimpy, things like that, which is definitely a good thing. The sound effects are also very much from that sort of camp of cartoons. There are lots of pretty gross sound effects and weird physical comedy in this game, which really brings it to life. The original Maniac Mansion is available to play in this game in its entirety. However, I'm not going to play that in this series. I'm hoping that I will get round to Day of the Tentacle at one point, but I am going to do it. I'll probably do Maniac Mansion I'm talking about. Sorry, I'll probably do Maniac Mansion in the form of Maniac Mansion Deluxe, which was a fan-made remake of Maniac Mansion made using AGS, the Adventure Games Studio, which is a very cool little program for making point-and-click games.
We'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
Okay, so the interface is slightly updated in this version. The original version had a sort of 9-verb interface at the bottom, like Monkey Island and that sort of thing. Walk to, talk to, pick up, use, push, pull, etc., etc. This one has a verb wheel, so you can see it highlights interactive objects as we hover the mouse over them. If we right-click, we can see a verb wheel, which shows us the things that we can do to interact. So we can pick up this flyer, for example, and this help wanted sign. And there's a dime in the coin slot of this payphone, which we can use. In the office, we'll open the desk drawer, pick up the Boo Boo Be Gone, and the Swiss bank book. That's about all we need for now. The Darth Vader calendar there.
Wow, it's from my favorite movie.
Yeah, this being a LucasArts game, there are quite a few Star Wars references dotted about, unsurprisingly. So, to find the secret lab, all we have to do is open the grandfather clock.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Quite.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually, until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Yeah, remember that. I noticed that Dr.
Well,
Fred recognized him.
What possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it yesterday through the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh.
Ooh, wedgie. That's gotta hurt.
Cheap mail order jewels?
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Okay, so basically you can play as all three of the kids, and each one is in the mansion in a separate time period. So Bernard is in the present day, or rather in the
Maybe
1990s.
I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
Upstairs. So yeah, Bernard is in the present day. Hoagie is 200 years in the past in colonial America, and Laverne is 200 years in the future, in a sort of sci-fi future where tentacles have taken over the world and enslaved humans. So all we have to do to find the plans is just pick up the plans which are here.
I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
I was wondering that.
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogen, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
Okay. So, now we can control Hoagie. And we can also switch back to Bernard at any time.
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here! I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
And one of the main mechanics of the game is that we can flush objects back and forth between the characters through time using the chronogon. There are a lot of references to not references, but homages to Back to the Future in this game. Not least the fact that Bernard looks very similar to George McFly from Back to the Future 1. In my opinion, anyway. So I'll start off by just controlling Bernard and going around the mansion picking up some things that we need. So let's go into the conference room. And here's Uzo the clown.
I've never gotten over my childhood fear of Uzo.
I sympathise, sir, I sympathise. I really hate clowns. And we've got to do this while we're here.
I hate that clown.
You and me both, buddy. If we open this grate...
Hey boy, you missed the party.
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Good Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty good salesmen know how to have a good time.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Don Amici?
That's strange. My wife says I look like Charles de Gaulle. Oh, want a cigar?
Yes, I do want a cigar.
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you? Well, you were right.
What a dick.
You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit.
What an absolute dick.
That cracks me up every time.
Right, so as I was saying before that happened, if we open that grating over there and then we try and pick up these chattering teeth, notice they chatter away across the floor. We can chase them over here into the grate. There we go, and now we can pick them up like so. We'll go into the kitchen, and in here we need the fork, the decaf coffee, and the regular coffee. And then we'll go into the utility room and open the cabinets and pick up the funnel. the sundry times. Okay. Notice there is some fake bath stuck to the ceiling, which is lovely. And there is also this gum with a dime in it on the floor.
It's stuck to the floor.
Okay, so we're going to have to do something to lever it up. And upstairs in the hotel, we can go in various rooms. There is this fat dude fast asleep on his bed on top of a sweater, which we need. And, oh, there's a big hint here. If we use the television.
This beautiful 4,000-carat diamond can be yours today with a special rock-bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Another Star Wars reference there. I think 1-800-STAR WARS might have been the phone line for LucasArts or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's in several of their games. Anyway, if we close the door, we can pick up the keys which are on the back of the door. Okay, that's all for now. And in here, there is a depressed man.
It's useless. No one will ever be interested in my design, so I'm ending my novelty inventing career right here in this tacky motel. How appropriate. I can't even do this right.
Poor guy. Right, we can pick up the disappearing ink. And because of this chain on the door, we can't do much else in here. And it's one of those dogs playing cards pictures that were all the rage in the 90s.
I can't see it very well from here.
Ah, shame. And this room...
Green!
Bernard!
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't stop Purple, and he's gonna go out and conquer the world, and I'm afraid of what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Hey!
What's up, Bernard?
Notice the Stormtrooper helmet there. Another Star Wars reference. Want to help me save the world?
Wanna help me save the world?
I'm afraid to leave the room. In fact, I don't think I can even move from this spot. Purple scares the daylights out of me.
Yeah, green's a bit useless, to be quite honest.
What do you suppose Purple's up to now?
Well, he wants to take over the world, so I figure he's up to something devious.
Conducting cryogenic experiments on small animals?
I wouldn't doubt it, but I was thinking more along the lines of politics.
How's your new band doing?
Green tea and the sushi platter? We're doing great! We've decided to really capitalize on our strongest quality as a band.
Carefully crafted melody and distinctive counterpoint?
Volume, man, volume! We have a chance to win a Grimy Award as the loudest new band. We're pulling out all the stops.
Weren't you looking for a new guitarist a while back?
Yes, but we decided to go with a guy who plays power tools instead. We can generate a lot more sound that way.
Alright, that's enough.
That's great.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
Thanks, Green. Pick up bowling ball.
It looks too heavy for me to pick up.
Yes, of course, you're a scrawny weakling. Videotape.
There's no label, it's probably blank.
Okay, I will take that. And if we use the stereo system here, we can listen to Green's band.
Wow, this is loud.
and it dislodges the fake bath on the ceiling of the floor below. To fully remove that bath from the ceiling, we have to push this speaker box over. Like so. Okay, that's enough of that.
Whew.
And let's go upstairs again. In here, we find Edna Edison, Dr. Fred's wife. She's also from Maniac Mansion, and she is in charge of the security system which appears to be spying on the people staying in the different rooms, and also on the office downstairs. Notice this statue. This comes to be quite important later on.
Creepy. Must be an Edison.
Indeed. Now, before we can do what we need to do in this room, we need to get rid of Nurse Edna. So the simple thing to do is just to push her out of the room. But that's not going to work because she grabs the statue. So we'll come back to that later. And in here, Dr. Fred and Edna's son, Weird Ed.
Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes, Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli. I broke into your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell, but I can't remember much about that period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
Open up, Ed. Come on, share the pain with Bernie.
I'm much better now. I don't have those bad thoughts anymore. Now I collect stamps.
That's quite a nice collection. Can I have it?
No. No. They mean a lot to me. Sometimes I think they're the only friends I've got.
Nice hamster. Does he do tricks?
No, he just sits there. I used to have a really smart hamster, but something happened to him.
Yes, in Maniac Mansion you can put a hamster in a microwave, which is a bit of a running joke in this series. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you. We can pick up this hamster. Thank you. And the computer, if we use the computer, we can play Maniac Mansion. It's the same in the original Day of the Tentacle. So yeah, we have this splash screen. I'm not going to actually play the game, but I will just quickly dive in. So in the original game, there are 7 kids to choose from, and you have to choose Dave, Sandy's boyfriend, organizer of the rescue effort. And there's Bernard, you can see, president of the physics club and winner of the college's Geek Award. Now, there's an interesting thing about this. Also, there's my favourite one of them here is Razor, lead singer for the punk band Razor and the Scumettes. A reference, of course, there to the Scum engine on which these games were built. Let's just quickly start this just so I can show you guys. So yeah, you can only take 3 kids into the mansion, and one of them has to be Dave. The other 2 you can pick yourself from the remaining kids, but it really doesn't make a difference. The only difference it makes is just certain dialogue. Dialogues which, you know, obviously are unique to each character's personality. Maniac Mansion is quite a different game to Day of the Tentacle. It's considerably harder for a start, and it has several instances of permadeath. This could be real dangerous. If anyone wants to back out... Okay, I'm out of here. Bernard, don't be a tuna head. It's Sandy we're talking about. Okay. I heard Dr. Fred was kind of cute. Okay, let's go rescue Sandy. So, yep, it's the basic same sort of thing. Point and click interface. And yeah, so we can click new kid and we can change between the different characters. So we can control Bernard, we can control Razor, and we can control Dave, like so. Now that's going to do me for Maniac Mansion. Like I say, I'm hopefully going to get round to playing that at some point in the future on this channel, but I'm not going to play it in this series. I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, that's that. And quickly we'll go upstairs. Can't remember what we can do up here. This is the top floor. Don't think there's anything in here. We can go out onto the roof and there's a flagpole, and we can take the crank from the flagpole, which we need. And into the chimney. Which takes us back down here again. Right, that's going to do me for today. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.